She was obviously a very powerful woman, but the other interesting thing that I never knew was that she was actually destined to be Queen of France.
Yeah, that she was earmarked for that. And I say earmarked because Maria Theresa liked to place all her
Hmm.
children in very, important roles. And there were two sisters ahead of her that were supposed to be the queens of the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies.
That's right.
Two.
Yeah.
And they both died. Sorry, spoilers. But it's what, it was this really weird happenstance when I was reading it. And when I was doing research, it was kind of creepy in a way, or interesting. There
Yeah.
are these chat rooms that talk about the possibility of actual like alternative history, and they were actually wondering what would have happened if Maria Carolina was the Queen of France instead of Marie Antoinette,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
it's just such a fascinating question for us to ask ourselves and what it would have been like. I honestly don't think the revolution would have been as intense as it was. I think Maria Carolina would probably have headed it off.
Yeah. Now the other thing that I learned was I knew about the Habsburgs in Italy, but I didn't realize that they were so ingrained in all of Italy at the time, even though they were all separate, you know, uh, countries, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they were, to your point, Maria Theresa. She had her children everywhere.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, Italy were she called them her Italian colonies.
Yeah.
She referred to them as that because there was in Parma there was Amalia, in Milan that was it France or Carl. I called him Carl in the book because his name was Carl Ferdinand. So because I couldn't, yet again, another one of those situations where you have same names. I called him Carl in the book because of that. And then you have Leopold in Tuscany,
Yeah.
and then you have Maria Carolina in the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies.
Yeah. Yeah. No, well, extremely powerful family without question. So you mentioned
Mm-hmm.
and that she, unlike some of the men at the
Mm-hmm.
time, stood up to Napoleon
Yeah.
and France and France